When we first moved to Idaho about a month ago, we moved right here off of a street called Ward Road. Ward Road is a kind of a major bisect in this area, and I got curious one day, and I decided to look up who the road was named after. And what I found sort of changed things. As it turns out, we moved to an area that sits smack dab within the shadow of the Oregon Trail. Now, the Oregon Trail is a big part of American Western history. It's a part exactly right where most of the wagon trains came through and forded the Boise River just west of here. Beautiful place. It's also a place where one of the most important events in American Western history happened. On August 20th, 1854, the Ward family, for whom the road is named, was moving across this area. They had come from Missouri, where they had all been born, including the young children of the Ward family. And by this time, they were headed to Fort Boise, which was a common stop for most of the pioneers along the way, so that they could resupply and do what they wanted. Of course, by then, something like 8,000 wagons every week were coming through the area. Their livestock were overgrazing the land, which was Indian land. It belonged primarily to the Shoshone and the Snake tribes who were here. And there was a lot of rough feelings between, obviously, the Native tribes, the Native American tribes, and the pioneers themselves. There had been several run-ins, but nothing like what happened on August 20th. A small group of Shoshone and Snake Indians, along with a couple of white men with them, made an offer to the Ward family and their 6 wagons to buy one of their horses. But the trade failed. It didn't go as they'd planned. And one of the Indians jumped aboard a horse and tried to steal it from the Ward family. They had 6 men with them who were pretty good shots. And they killed the Indian as he rode the horse away. They were quickly surrounded. And within a couple of hours, the entire Ward family was massacred. The only people left alive were 2 children. Newton, who was 13, and William Jr., who was 15. Both of those adolescents lived to old age, but not without serious scars, and not without the rest of their family wiped out. That event happened right here. We're only about 2 miles from where I live, and it's now farm fields over here, growing a lot of corn. That's estimated to be where the actual grave site for most of the Ward family was. This is a park that has at its center an obelisk that honors the memory of the Ward family. All of them are named here. William Ward, who was 44. Margaret Ward, who was 37, his wife. Mary Ward, their daughter, who was 18. Robert, Edward, Francis, Flora, Susan were all the children at ages 16, 9, 7, 5, 3. And then Eliza White, one of the sisters of William Ward. George White, who was her son. These were all the people that were wiped out, including a gentleman who was with them named Adolf Schultz, another man named John Frederick, and then apparently a French-Canadian trapper. This is right here on the Lincoln Road, not far off of Middleton Road, and not far from where I live. I live along the Oregon Trail. I have always been fascinated by American history, and I just didn't think that it would be this American history that I'd end up living near. It's a pretty somber tale.